y'all, Mrs. E here, and today's video is a little different, and I'm gonna show you why. Yeah, Apex Legends posted this tweet today, about 3 hours ago, according to Twitter, and I had some thoughts. Because when you click on that link, this image, this is the thumbnail image that we get. And that blue eyeball looks a whole heck of a lot like Ashley Reed's eyeball. So, here it is, folks. A, I'm really hoping we're getting a bamboozle, but B, I don't want Ash to be the next legend in Apex Legends. And I think this is going to get probably a lot more people unhappy than it will happy, maybe, possibly, for my reasoning why. So I did kind of want to just go out and explain it flat out in a video with my reasons, and I also have lore reasons to back it up. Not just a personal opinion kind of thing. So I just kind of wanted to just make a video and show you all and get your opinions on it as well. I'd love to know why. If you are a big advocate of wanting Ash to be a legend, I would love to know why. But real fast, if you're new to the channel, don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button, turn those notifications way on. Also, before I forget, I did want to make a quick edit to yesterday's video. At the beginning of the video, I did say this is story time with Mrs. E. I thanked the wrong person. I realized that I thanked the wrong person probably 3 or 4 hours after I uploaded the video. Eclipsa, thank you so much for saying the story time with Mrs. E comment. But yeah, alright. So, on to why I do not believe that Ash needs to be an Apex legend. A legend, and here's why, y'all. So first, I do want to make 2 points really fast. I started off playing Apex Legends first. I played Titanfall 2 second. I have an entire series on the channel devoted to Titanfall 2. I'm sure some people watching this found me through the Titanfall 2 series. I did not start off in Titanfall 2. So that is, I think, for me personally, it's very important that I point that out, because I know a lot of people are commenting that I've seen on Twitter that are like, oh, everybody that doesn't want Ash to be a legend, that's just the Titanfall 2 community, that's not the Apex Legends community. I consider myself, first and foremost, to be a part of the Apex Legends community, because I play that game regularly. I play the campaign mode on Titanfall 2. I am not a huge fan of the multiplayer aspect on Titanfall 2, and that's because I'm not a fan of spawn camping. And you can't get good. Never mind. We're not going there. So next, I also would like to read the definition that I looked up on. So the urbandictionary.com definition of gatekeeping is when someone takes it upon themselves to decide who does or does not have access or rights to a community or identity. There's no gatekeeping here. If you are here to gatekeep, bye-bye. I don't care. I don't need your view. I don't need your sub. I don't need anything from you. I'm not a fan of gatekeepers. Let people enjoy what they enjoy in peace. I'm just sharing why I don't personally want something. I'm not saying it would be bad. I'm just saying I would prefer it if. So, now that we've got those two wonderful things out of the way, here are my reasons for why I do not want Ash to be a legend in Apex Legends. So first off, when we meet Ash in Titanfall 2, she has this entrance. I'm just gonna show you all this entrance right here.
Risk has put a high price on your head, pilot. Dead or alive, that makes you worth something to me. Let us begin.
So you can see her abilities in this entrance. She's warping around like Wraith, similar to Wraith, almost identical if I'm thinking correctly. And she has a giant sword. Not saying that the giant sword has no place in Apex Legends, but it's not exactly a melee game. Unless you're in the beginning dropping out and you can't find a weapon fast enough, when then melee is awesome. It's not really a melee game. It's all about the pew-pews, right? Yeah. Those abilities are so similar to Wraith's abilities, though. The warping around that she does when you're fighting her, when you're going against Ash. I don't think that they can translate that into her as being a legend, because it's almost like you would be cloning Wraith at that point. And I feel like if they're not going to stick to the original way that they built Ashe and how they portrayed Ashe in Titanfall 2. It's really a letdown to the community, to the Titanfall community, and I think it's fair in people that would be upset with that. And if they were going to keep her abilities almost identical, what would be the point of playing Wraith? They're too similarly created. If you made that, and then if you gave her different abilities, I just think that they're gonna, if they make it identical, she's gonna be OP, and she's gonna be identical to Wraith. She's gonna be overpowered. They're gonna nerf her in a couple weeks. How fast did they nerf Seer? And I didn't even think he was that OP, but they nerf Seer pretty quick. They do this every time they drop a new legend. They make them super powerful, and then they nerf them to oblivion. I honestly see, if they release Ashe with the current abilities that she had in Titanfall 2, you're looking at somebody that's way OP, they're gonna nerf her, and then the entire Apex Legends community is just gonna get mad face about it. And that's just not an argument that I'm willing to watch right now. We see it every season. I don't want to see it with a character that I loved and respected from the game coming in. Reason number 2. I feel like Ashe has arenas. Blisk is the, recruiter. He's the person that's in charge of like the Apex Legends games. So Ashe gets arena. There are 2 things that I do want to point out here, and I've got video to back it up. So sit down. I think that Ashe, if you look at Ashe initially, she was into the money. When we first met her, as you saw in the previous clip of her being introduced, you do see Ashe saying like, hey, you're worth money to me alive or dead, so I want that money. But in current Ashe standards, in recent Ashe, what we see of her when she's really introduced to us as a talking character in the season 9 gameplay trailer and the season 9 trailer. So we're gonna watch both of those right now, so you can kind of see like what I'm saying. Listen to what she says. Here, I'm just gonna play it for you.
The Apex Games are where the champions are crowned, but the arenas are where legends are made.
I said danger close. Weren't you listening?
The arenas are my games. They're not about fame or spectacle. They are about the fight.
Arkstar!
The rules are simple. It's just your squad and their squad.
Adios, champ.
Whoever survives wins.
So we have that where she's saying whoever survives wins. And it's just your squad against their squad. It's about the fight. It's not about fame, it's not about money. It's about who's better. To quote Blisk, he says, if I win, I'm better. If you win, you're better. That's how it is. And Ashe very much keeps that apex predator mentality. And we see it right here in this clip from the other... I don't remember if it was the gameplay or something else.
Legacy of a champion cannot be measured by simple victories. It is measured by resolve, by commitment to a single focus. Absolution. Conviction. Vengeance. It is time to return the legends to where it started. A little underground brutality. Welcome to the legacy of the Apex Predators. Welcome to the arenas.
So as you can see, Ashe is about the fight. She is about that who's the better fighter mentality. She's about the fight. Now, while I can see that being a valid argument for people that are like, well, that's why she is maybe becoming a legend, it just doesn't make sense to her current standing and her current mentality. She doesn't seem to be somebody that wants the fame or the money. So I guess you could argue that she's similar to Caustic in that she just wants to fight. Well, we know Caustic, he's not really about the fame and the money, considering he's somebody else. And he's just, Caustic is like a different, he's like in hiding in plain sight, basically. But he just enjoys watching people die to his gas. It's all an experiment to him. But it just doesn't make sense that they would use that reason for two legends. I guess, I don't know. That's just kind of where I'm standing with that. All right, y'all. But I mean, that's pretty much my arguments for why I don't feel like it is a good idea for Ash to be a legend. But I don't work for Apex Legends. I don't work for Respawn. I don't work for EA. None of that. So this is kind of just an opinion. But that's why I feel like she shouldn't be a legend. So I don't know. What are your thoughts? Let me know down in the comments below. This is kind of like a ranting video, and I'm sorry, not sorry. I really just had to get it out there. I didn't know if there's anybody else that really kind of feels the way I feel about it, or if you have reasons for her not wanting her to be a legend. What were your reasons? I just think I feel the same way about Blisk. I'm not gonna make a video about that one. For Blisk, it's pretty easy. I don't want Blisk to be a legend because that'd be like Gordon Ramsay being in the kitchen shows as a competitor that he's in charge of, that he grades. Blisk isn't... He's a fighter, yes. He did fight a lot in Titanfall 1. Titanfall 2, he just kind of watched everybody did it and stayed safe in the background. Let's be real. He's old. Grandpa don't need to be in the fights. Leave that poor man out of it. Don't hate me. But yeah, thank you all so much for sticking to the end of the video. I love your faces. Don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button. Turn those notifications way on. And I will see you all next time. I'll see y'all Monday. We're gonna do a reaction video. Please let us have a bamboozle. Please let this be a bamboozle. Please, Apex Legends gods, please let this be bamboozled. Bamboozle me, please. This is the one time I want to be bamboozled. Please. Please.